Virgo, week commencing 25th of March 2020. It's quite strange. I'm getting a clip from a film, and I know it exists. I don't actually ever remember watching it, but it's Dr. Dolittle. I can talk to the animals, but that's the only thing I can remember about it. I can squeak and squawk and talk to the animals, and they can talk to me. So Spirit must be sending you a message through insects, birds, animals. Look for your animal totem today. It could be anything as insignificant as an ant. It's something that's doing something out of the ordinary. It will catch your eye for that reason. That's your message. You need to look it up under animal totem. Just put animal totem and whatever the animal or insect or bird is, and it will tell you what the meaning is. Dr. Dolittle. So I will put that in the comments. I can talk to the animals. Grunt and squeak and squawk with the animals, and they can talk to me. And something about the hands. They're just showing me a hand. I'm trying to figure out. It's not very clear. I just kept getting a split second picture of a hand. Can't see which. I think it's the right hand. So somebody may be giving you something, a gift, or the gift of giving. Horses, I mentioned, so those born 1966, plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. And the horse is mentioned, usually it's for you to climb on his back so that he can take you to safety. So, but you have to ask for his help. I just got measles as well. I don't know, I hadn't had a case of measles for years, but measles seems to be important. Measles. Do people die from measles? German measles, maybe. I know there was something about pregnant women being away, not near measles. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Concentrate on the cards then. Jesus, there you are. Reflecting on finances, work, career, job, or possibly reflecting on the fact that it's no longer possible to stay where you are because you're moving on. You want to leave the stormy waters behind and be free to calm waters, but you know that this is going to leave you either financially lacking or isolated. It's don't cry over spilt milk, don't blame yourself, forgive yourself and others, and just stop dwelling on the past, move forward. There could be a house move, a new home. There is a celebration, perhaps a marriage involved. Somebody is spying on you, lies, deceit and theft, possibly a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius child. Leo is mentioned, negative energy, karmic situations, secrets, not expressing yourself, issues with the heart and back, impatience, bad temper. And a Tower moment, a blessing in disguise, something that's going to rock your world. Those born on the 16th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important. As I say, a blessing in disguise. Water or electrical problems, massive arguments within the home. There's no reciprocity here. You keep giving and getting nothing back. So those born on the 8th or the 26th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. You are not listening to spirit, not going with your gut. Be careful that you're not stumbling about in a fog and concentrating too much or throwing yourself into work. Yeah, but you are moving on. That's twice. That card on itself. You're moving away from the storms and going to calmer waters. Taking your love away. Finally accepting the situation is done. Getting good advice, doctor, priest or lawyer, or you are protected by a Gemini, Libra man, possibly in spirit. Someone is detaching. There's a Leo again, financially orientated female. Conflict and competition, stand up for yourself. There's unconditional love of a water sign man. And marriage or friendship. There's born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Taurus energy, blessed 3 times, so 3 children possibly, 2 keys possibly to new property, key to the problem. It's about what you believe in, no longer what other people tell you to believe in. You have a choice to make, the lovers. There's born on the 6th or the 24th, so the 5th and the 25th and 6th of any month, or the 23rd and 24th of any month. And anything you start now will be set in stone and will prosper. So it doesn't matter what it is, work, career, whatever. It's all positive. If you start something now, just make that decision to move on. Stormy waters to calmer ones. Things are beginning to move. Because you've accepted a situation or an offer. Yeah, addictions to a way of life, shopping, alcohol, drugs, etc. do factor into this situation. There's an imbalance. There's born on the 14th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. There's unfaithfulness, unhappiness, you feel drained and empty. Yeah, something from your past or someone from your past, childhood or children, is very important and positive energy. 6 months. Work, you'll be throwing yourself into work, like I said. Communication via the internet is important. Someone has been lying and thieving and deceiving for a very long time and you haven't realised it yet. They can't defend themselves in any way, shape or form. You're dwelling on the past there, feeling the disappointment. Don't look back, just look forwards. Because there's exploitation here, and that was in the daily. Somebody's been exploiting you for long enough and you feel stuck. So you've got this card 3 times. This is the first time the external energy is feeling stuck. You are not stuck and you will be moving forwards. The change has already taken place within. It just has to take place without. Yep, lies, deceit and theft will be found out. There may be a doctor needed, there may be ill health or mental or physical. Someone is definitely spying on you, or you need to see things from a different angle. There is a soldier or arguments involved, someone walking away. A male enemy will be overcome and a female enemy will be overcome. So it's 2 people. Those born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. So you or someone will be holding their breath to see what happens next. And then there's a communication, a positive communication, where communication was blocked, it is now open. Things are being revealed. Enemies overcome. Yeah, you're at that dark night of the soul, the threshold. You've released that burden, you're no longer carrying it. You've got wise and you're going to have some fun. Don't look back. Tick-tock, the time is running out. 7 or 8 minutes past 10 is on the clock, may be significant. That was in the daily read. Clean it up. You can't clean up other people's mess, just clean up your own side of the street. It's time for a new life. Oh dear. Yeah, it's going to cause chaos and conflict, but you know that. And you don't want to do things by the book. You want to be happy. There's no, what you give out is what you get back. So this is again the exploitation. Don't dwell on why. There's no, just let that go, because if you dwell on that, it'll poison you from the inside. Deep down, you know what needs to take place. Creativity. You are creating a new life for yourself. 29. Six of Cups, it is definitely something from your past. Children, you're in a child. Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. The name Paul may be important. Be happy. Give yourself the gift of happiness. If the zodiac has a fun house, it would be the 5th house of pleasure, creativity, children, and all the elements of this house. Being ingenious and in the limelight is another element. We found our childlike imagination through storytelling and fantasy. Playing is very much what the 5th house is all about, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. Go have some fun. That's why this part of the chart also rules over romance, especially the beginning stages. As children, our imagination knows no bounds and we indulge in creative performances. When as adults we dip into this field, we allow our minds and hearts to roam free and produce masterpieces. When the fifth house brings romance, it also enters into a kind of playfulness, a sensual joy that happens inside the playground of adulthood. This card turning up in a reading indicates that you have created or will begin to create something to be proud of. Yes, it's going to pay off. Something that will bring joy to others, and it may be on the stage. Where's that payoff? There it is. There's the payoff. We also enter into a kind of playfulness and a sensual joy inside the playground of adults. You've created or will begin to create something to be proud of, something that will bring others joy. It may have you on stage or just an area where adults can let down their hair and become children, responsive, joyful and free. You can expect the completion of a project, the accomplishment of a significant goal for which there will be a celebration. You have put hard work into a project and will now see the results. Gifts, parties, gatherings, premieres, galas or even weddings may figure in. You could become involved in a school setting with children or mostly young adults. Since the fifth house is the natural house position of the sign of Leo, which we've got, haven't we? Someone close to you, a potential lover or mate, or the two of you together will make a striking appearance. It's time to go out and be seen. This card may turn up during the time of budding romance. Perhaps your current relationship will go through a positive transformation, or perhaps there's a new potential mate on the scene. The fifth house is also strongly tied to artistic expression, meaning art of every kind, from painting to drawing to creating stage sets, costumes, writing stage screenplays, making a film, as well as music. If you're a parent, the fifth house stands for your children. It also stands for those of offsprings, such as grandchildren and sometimes even friends of your children. This card turning up could indicate that a younger relative is about to be singled out for special acknowledgement. It spread points towards rewards, but you have to guard against depression or the slowing up of energy or feeling being stuck. If it were there is creative abundance. The fifth house card is also about finding joy in creativity and self-expression, with a promise of jubilant return to childhood. It can denote a carnival atmosphere where life becomes a three-ring circus, but usually in the best way possible. It is all about multitasking, taking on more than is expected and then making a spectacular success of it. This is the card of mastery and victory in a deep way, such as that which you already carry inside your heart. All is possible now. The most important thing is to move forwards. Pleasure, laughter, parties, getting a rush, attraction, the early stages of romance, or the joyous element found in healthy romance. Flings, love-making, weddings and marriage. Children, childlike delights of the soul. Being proud of offsprings or students. Pride, acting in a dignified or noble way. Being pure at heart. Creative impulses, creating for dramatic or public purpose, appearing in front of an audience, the stage, applause, stage plays at schools, making movies and videos, B-movies, the entertainment business, graphic novels, games, puzzles, expressing your creativity in a unique and inventive way with a view to presenting your work in a public forum. The bliss of childhood, creating the stage, staying open, hobbies, having fun and festivities, free expression. And it's worth mentioning it's equal to the Six of Cups, which you've had 3 times now, which means something from the past, childhood, or actually 6 months' time. Thanks for listening.